Good morning to all the 9 o'clock participants. It's Wednesday, and hopefully we will hear today if we can get some slack on moving around a little bit more. We have sent out an email on the road forward. If everything goes well, we will be open for our rehabilitation sessions and our reformer sessions. So if you feel that you need therapy and individual attention, then we will be here for you. It will be lovely for us to see you. But the live classes will continue. That's the good news. And we will also have more slots or more times available in the diary. So just have a look on Box Chat. You'll see all the available classes from Monday on. So this week it's still Thursday, 3 classes, 9 o'clock, 7 o'clock, and 5 p.m. And then Friday, 9 o'clock class, even though it's a public holiday. Please join for that. Okay, so the plan for today is a basic bar class. I mentioned that earlier. Bar in Pilates terms meaning ballet exercises. So we'll do a lot of footwork, a lot of lower limb. The core is always included, and we'll add a little bit of upper body work to that. We might not lie down today. We'll see where the time leads us. So have a chair and a towel close by. We will start in our slow warm-up. We have the feet distance apart. I've put on very bright socks so you can see my feet easily. And then just take a deep breath. And while you breathe, just become aware of the space around you. You're welcome to close your eyes. Listen to the birds. Listen to your breath. I don't want anybody to be stressed about the class. It's still an essential class. So you will be able to do all the exercises. On the next inhale, just pull the shoulders all the way to the ears. And as you exhale, reach your fingertips down. Just move the shoulders. Just feel. Does one side perhaps feel tighter than the other? Is there any restriction? Can you breathe better when you pull the shoulders up maybe? Inhale more. Or does it feel the same? There's no right or wrong. I just want you to become aware of when we apply our mind to our body, how much more effective we actually become. Let's do some shoulder circles. Almost said leg circles. So when you circle the shoulder, you shrug it up to the ear. You pull the shoulder blades together and you reach your fingertips down to the floor. You just circle as big and as wide as you can. Change direction of your circle. And allow the ribs to move also. Try not to restrict anything. Even the knees are soft, they're not locked. Then bring the arms to a stop. Correct the weight over your feet. Give the knees a shake just to really make sure. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, you bring your chin to your chest and you very slowly just start rolling down into our basic roll down. Such good news that somebody designed a roll down because this just reminds us of Pilates. So once you're there at the bottom, let the head hang down to the floor. The arms are forward. They're reaching down to the floor also. The eyes are staring between the knees, and you try to see what's going on the other side of the room. The back is in flexion, but very relaxed. And the knees are soft. For the first 2 or 3 roll downs, we have the knees bent. Then breathe in. And on the exhale, tuck your tail in. Give the buttock a squeeze. Visualize the spine, how you restack it one bone at a time until you're standing tall. Once you're standing tall, you breathe in, press your chest bone slightly forward. As you exhale, you start curving down, hitting from your head. The shoulders just fold forward. And as you pull down, you become aware of gravity. And gravity is pulling the hands even further to the floor. Now straighten the knees and soften them. Straighten them and soften. As you do the knee flexion and extension, keep your weight slightly forward, more to the ball of your feet.
So we don't want to rest on the heels too much. Last one, keep the knees soft, breathe in. Now as you breathe out, pull the tail in, squeeze the buttock. The arms are still heavy. The head comes up last. It's really important that we teach the spine to move in sequence. We'll do one last one, now the chin. The rest of the rollers will fit into the class as we continue. So we'll start with our fascial bouncing. So you can just bounce down to the floor. Now this is a rhythmic, quite an energetic bounce. It's not a pulse, it's really a bounce. And we want to get some energy into that fascial system. We also want to get it hydrated so that it can glide and slide more. Then we bounce to the left foot. Make sure that the head is still hanging. And then we bounce to the right foot. And just be aware, where do you feel some pulling or tensioning? Our bodies are very different, though we think they're all generic. They do function in different ways and sometimes so unpredictable. Come back to center. Bring the bouncing to a stop. Take your fingertips under your toes. Bend the knees as much as you can, almost like you're sitting down on your haunches. If your knees allow, you can sit down on your haunches, lifting your heels off the mat. Please don't fall forward. So you go as far as your balance allow, and then we straighten the knees again as much as we can. And in this knee extension, the head is hanging. When we bend down to sit, the head is coming up, so the eyes are staring forward. And as we straighten, the head is hanging down. We'll do 4 more like this. Just as a reminder to be graceful on your own body, in times of stress or pressure or change of routine, our bodies respond also in different ways. And it's normally a physical manifestation when we feel pain or discomfort on some external input. So if you find that your pain has come back, the pain that you complain of, then just know that a lot of our external environment plays a major role in that last one. Hold it there. Now the knees are straight. Take the hands out, take a deep breath, and move up to standing. We take both arms up, breathe in. Then turn the palms out and circle the arms wide as you breathe out. So just take them up. This is just a really big arm circle. We'll modify it in a moment. One more. Inhale up. And turn the palms out. Exhale, circle wide. Now, to make it a little bit harder, try and bring the forearms together. So elbows and forearms together. And you try and keep on pressing the elbows into each other for as long as you can until the arms are reaching up. Now we press the palms hard into each other. So press it hard. Then turn your palms out. And now circle wide to the back. So what we've added is a bit of neural gliding. Again, palms and forearms together, reach up. Press the palms into each other. Turn them out. Circle wide to the back. We'll do 2 more. Deep breath in as we reach the arms up. Turn the palms out. And exhale, circle wide. Last one. Just feel the shoulders becoming more mobile. Up. Palms out. Circle wide. And now take the hands behind your back. Interlace your fingers. And just reach your arms down and away from your body. So your ribs can pop. Don't try and pull anything in. Just aim for gaining range in the shoulders. So you have a really proud chest. The eyes are staring forward. Then we turn our head to the left. So you look to the left. You roll your chin down on your chest. Look all the way to the right. And just turn your gaze back to center. Now we don't want to bend in the trunk or the spine. It's just the neck. Look to the right. Roll your chin down your chest in that half circle to the left. Turn your gaze back to center. Let go of your hands. Bring them over your head. Think of a butterfly arm stroke all the way up. And then we dive forward. Think of diving into a pool. We round the back all the way down to the floor. Then we roll up halfway, placing the hands on our knees, the knees are bent. So this is a modified cat and cow stretch. On the inhale, we arch the back, you stick your bum out, you press your chest bone forward, and you try and look up at the sky. And as you exhale, you pull the bum in, you round the spine, and you try and look down at the pubic bone. Breathe into arch. Breathe out to tilt. Breathe into arch. And breathe out to tilt. We have 2 more. Breathe in. We're not pressing too hard down on the knees. That's just for support. Let the spine just move freely. Last one. Breathe in. Breathe out round. Let go of your knees. Fold forward. Straighten the knees free. And roll up to standing. Once you're standing tall, you can just sway or swing your arms from side to side. This is our happy, playful movement. Such a great movement to start the day. And you can move everything. Even the feet can turn, the knees can turn, the pelvis can turn. Definitely your trunk and your chest. And don't forget the head. Let the head also move with. Let's do one more. And bring the arms back to the side of the body. Great. Grab your chair. Have it to your, I'll try and be in your mirror image. So have it to your left side. You can hold on to this for balance. Just grab, we'll do 2 stretches. Grab your left foot with your left hand. So lots of people have so much stiffness in their quadricep and hip flexor muscle that they really can't find a grip like this. So if you can stand like this, then you hold this. If you can't, you can put your foot on the chair and then you just hop forward and you bend the knee that you stand on. This will also give you the same stretch. So we want the quadricep or hip flexor muscle to stretch. Now hold that and then think tilting the pelvis, sad dog. So you pull your tail in and you reach your knee, the left knee, the right knee, sorry, down to the bottom of the floor. So the foot that you're holding, you reach that knee down. And then lastly, give us the bum squeeze. So there's lots of connection or parts of the stretch. It's a bum squeeze, it's the pelvis that you pull in, and it's the knee that you reach down. 3 things, just hold it. If you ever want to do some home stretches, anything between 30 seconds and a minute will be sufficient just to get that muscle to relax a bit. Quite a basic stretch. Then let go of that foot. Just place it in front of you on the mat. And then we do a roll down. So I'll turn sideways. And you have your right leg in front. And you do a roll down, all the way down, with that right foot stretched out in front. You try and touch the floor next to your foot. If you can't touch it, don't worry, then you just hang out there. And now you lift the toes of that right foot up. So toes and the ball of your foot, and you lower it. Lift the toes and lower. What you'll feel is quite an intense pull at the back of your leg, the posterior line, or hamstring as you know it, or calf. If your chair is close by, you can also hold on to this. There we have 2 more. The last one. And then you roll up all the way to standing. So let's just change sides. You can either just turn around or put the chair on the other side. You grab your left foot now. Hold it. Squeeze your bum. Pull your tail into your side dog tilt or your posterior tilt. Reach the knee down to the floor. And if you remember the principle of opposition, we often talk about that. That is where you try and pull in opposing directions. So one direction will be your knee down to the floor, and the other direction is the pelvis. Good. Just squeeze the bum tight. Nicely done. If you press your hips forward also, and you open your chest also, all the ballerinas amongst us, you'll add more hip flexor. Then step forward with that left foot. Take a breath in. Start your roll down, breathe out. Start balancing on a line. See if you can get to the floor or not. You can bend your back knee. And then lift that front foot, toes and ball, up and lower. Up and lower. Lift, lower. Lift and lower. 3 more. Let's just glide that sciatic nerve. 2 more. And the very last one. Roll up all the way to standing. Give the leg a shake. Okay, so let's start with our basic ballet repertoire. Nothing will be really new. Might be a bit of a change of tempo somewhere during this session. So we have the feet at distance, the chair close to you for balance. We go into a calf raise. This is what we call a releve, just lifting our heels and lowering them. Breathe in as you lift, breathe out as you lower. You're welcome to have one arm stretched out to the side. You're welcome to have your arms forward if you have no need for something to hold on. But we'll just try and go in reps of 10. So there's 4 more, 3 more, 2 more. I'm going to hold with one hand for those that need balance. Keep your heels lifted. When you bend the knees, it's called a plié. So as you bend, the arm or arms go up. It's just a normal knee bend, and extend over the arms. Breathe in to bend, breathe out to extend. The reason why we want to add an arm, it does include the whole posterior line again, the back line, going from the neck, shoulder blades, mid back, lower back, glutes and hamstrings, calf, and the bottom of your foot. 4 more. So you can have 2 arms. 2 more. Now we stay in our plié. Stay there. Lower your arm again and we pass. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Lower the arm. Extend the knees fully. Now we're going to a full releve. Lower your heels. We lift the heels. Bend the knees to your plié. Lower the heels. Extend the knees. Heels up. Knees bend. Feet flat. Extend. Releve. Plié. Lower the heels. Straighten the knees. 2 more, then we change direction. Bend. Lower. Now, we want to keep the spine upright all the time. Bend. Lower. Now we reverse it. Keep your feet flat. Bend your knees. Raise your heels off the mat till you're on the ball of your feet. Extend the knees fully till you can squeeze your kneecaps. Lower your heels. Bend. Releve. Extend. Lower. When we do bar classes, the main principle stays the elongation. So you want to all the time reach the top of your head up and the tailbone down. Up. Let's do 1 more. Bend, releve, extend, lower. Bring the feet to first position. That was lovely. You take the arms to first position, either both or one. Go onto your toes, opening the arms. The heels can separate. And lower again. Breathe in to lift. Breathe out to lower. You're just waving the arms. Yes. Become aware of, when you really think of lengthening, that you are able to create space or increase the distance between the edge of your hips and your rib cage. Very often we feel quite squashed in. So that's why ballerinas have such beautiful postures, because they're just opening all the way. Now, next one, we'll go into a plié. Hold it. Bend the knees to plié. Extend them. Inhale to bend. Exhale, extend. Inhale, bend. Now the heels are high. The knees are pressed wide, so you can feel those inner thighs. Bend, be halfway. 5. Now take your focus to your glutes. When you straighten the knees and you squeeze your inner thighs, give those buttocks a really tight squeeze. 2 more. Now prepare for your pulses. Hold it in the plié. We pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, very good, 2, hold it, extend the knees fully, and lower the heels. Now we're going to combine everything. We lift the heels, bend the knees to plié, lower the heels so the feet are flat, straighten the knees. So we releve, bend, lower, extend, lift, bend, lower. Now the legs will start shaking, bend, lower, extend, lift, bend, lower. 1 more before we change direction, bend, lower. I know this asks a lot of coordination. Keep your feet flat, bend your knees. Raise your heels, extend the knees fully, 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 and now lower the heels. We bend, releve, extend, lower. Bend, we'll do more of this when we do the other side, lower. Bend, releve, extend, 1 more, bend, releve, extend, and lower. So that was first position. Moving on to second, we will step to your right side. So you step to second and squat, and then you just come up and straighten the leg. Step to second, lift, squat, lift, bend. Now, with second position, the knees especially are important that they don't fall in. You don't have to bend far, as long as you open the knees wide. If you're familiar with squats or ballet, you can go down low, lift. So challenge yourself by going down as low as you can. 4 more, lift. 3 more, lift. 2 more, lift. Last one, stay in your second position. Raise your heels, pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, feeling inner thighs, quads. 4, 3, ready for our releves. Hold it. Extend the knees fully. Fully lower the heels. Lift the heels. Bend the knees. Lower the heels. Extend. Heels up. Knees bend. Feet flat. Extend. Lift. So yesterday, Kamia did a wonderful chair class. Today we'll build on that. Lower. Lift. Bend. Heels down. Now we change direction. Keep your feet flat. Bend the knees first to your plié. Then raise your heels to your releve. Extend the knees fully. Lower the heels. Bend. Lift. Extend. Make sure you straighten. Then you lower. 3 more. Releve. Extend. Lower. 2 more. Bend. Lift. Extend. Down. Last one. Bend. Lift, extend, and take the heels down. Give the legs a shake. Just step 1 more time to your second. Bend into your plié. You bend over to your left side. Good. Your left hand reaching over your tummy, your right arm reaching over your head. Back to your T. Bend over to your right side. Your right hand is reaching across and inhale to T. Exhale, bend over. Inhale, T, 1 last one. Exhale, bend over. Inhale, T. And let's stand up. Put your chair to the other side. So now we have it to your right side. And we start with our feet parallel. So you know the pattern. We go up, lower, up, let's add the arm, left, lower, just a normal calf raise, lower. Keep your breath normal. Normal means it can be fast, but as long as you don't breath hold. When the heart rate increases, the breathing rate will increase too. There's 2 more. Left. Ready for your pliés, hold. From here we go. Bend, extend, bend, extend. If you want to have a challenge, you can take your arms up to the ceiling as you straighten. Bend, lift. 4 more. It's more important that you keep your knees on track than moving the arms. 2 more. Now keep the knees bent, hold it. We pass. 10, 9, a little bit more footwork. We have to favor the feet a bit. They are always neglected. 3, ready for your releves. Hold it. Put your heels down, extend the knees. Lift your heels, bend to plié. Lower the heels, extend. Lift, bend, lower, extend. I have a very dear mother who will tell me that this was such a hard class and she couldn't do some walking around her house. So if you find you need to take a break, do so anytime. Now we change direction, bend your knees, have your feet flat. Raise your heels, extend your knees, and lower. Bend, releve, extend, lower. Bend, releve. Then in this class we really have true ballerinas. So you will excuse me for my terminology. Heels up, extend. We have 1 more. We bend, releve, extend, and lower. Bring your feet to first position. Heels together, arms to first position to either both or one. Just a normal calf raise. We lift and lower. Lift, down. Inhale. Your heels can separate as you lift, but you really want to take those heels to the highest point. And think of opening. Trunk. Ribs and hips apart. 2 more. Prepare for your pliés. The last one, hold. Now we bend and straighten. This time you can try and have your heels together. If they can't, it's really fine. They can be apart. If they can be together, do so. As long as when you straighten the knees, you squeeze the buttocks. 2 more. Stay down, hold. We pass. 10, 9. Knees are wide. 7, 6. Beautiful. Almost time for our releves. 3, 2. Hold it. Straighten the knees fully. Squeeze those inner thighs and buttocks. Lower the heels. Go up onto your toes. Bend the knees. Flatten the heels. Extend. Lift. Plié. Lower. Extend. Lift. Plié. Lower. Extend. Second last one. Plié. Lower. Last one before we change direction. Bend. Lower. Now we change. Keep your feet flat. Bend to plié. Raise those heels. Extend the knees, being on the ball of our feet. Lower the heels. We bend, lift, extend, lower. 3 more. Lift, extend. See the yellow socks work now. 2 more. Lift, extend. 1 more. Bend, lift, extend, and take a rest. So we have our second position. Step to your squat, step wide, and as you come up, you just lift the leg. step, lift, bend. When you step into your second position, make sure your weight becomes central. When you lift the leg, the weight can be to your right. 5 more, lift. 4 more, lift. 3 more, lift. 2 more, lift. 1 more, land in second position, hold it. We pass. 10, 9, 8, knees wide. Bottom low if you can. 4, 3, 2, now hold it. Raise your heels. Extend the knees. Lower the heels. Bend, lift, extend. Almost done. Bend, releve, extend. Lower. 2 more, then we change direction. Releve. Last one. Bend, releve, extend. Now we change. We lift. Knees are straight. Now bend the knees. Flatten your heels. Extend. Releve. Bend. Lower. Extend. Lift. Bend. Lower. Extend. 3 more. Bend. Down. 2 more. Up. Knees bend. Lower the heels. 1 last one. Lift. Bend. Lower. Take a rest. Give the legs a shake. Well done, everyone. Have a sip of water. We'll just go into our side bends. This time we'll keep our legs together, not going to second position. And you can take your left arm over, bending to your right side. And then we change arms. Right arm up and over. Just feel the opening on the side. 1 more to each. Exhale, bend over. 1 last one. Exhale, bend over. Beautiful. And come up tall. Let's move on to some bum work. So keep your chair to your right side. You'll have your weight-bearing leg, the right leg. So non-weight-bearing leg is the left. And we start with just a forward kick. So we lift the leg and lower it. Very basic. Lift. So what we want to maintain is a nice extended spine and a very neutral pelvis. I'm going to turn sideways. So careful that when you kick, you don't slouch. It's not a spinal movement. It's just the leg and lower. Lift and lower. Do 3 more. Up and down. 2 and down. Now we take that leg diagonal. Choose a corner. Diagonal and lower. 2 and lower. Kick. Focus on keeping both knees straight. 4. 5. Good. 6. 7. Straight knee. 8. Watch it. 9. Careful for that floppy knee. 10. Now we kick backwards. As you kick back, the spine comes forward. That's the only part where the spine and the leg is in line. And you should look like an aeroplane that's parallel to the floor. And then you come up. So use your chair. We bend, lift, kick. I'll turn sideways so you can see. Kick, up, kick, up. We're still on the right leg. Oh, sorry, the left leg moving. Kick and up. 4 and up. 3 and up. 2. Now keep it there. Hold it. Think of yourself as a bird, maybe. Now you pass that straight leg up behind you. 14. Pass. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and come up tall. Keep your chair to the same side. It's still on your right side. But move yourself away I'm going to do my chair like that. And you have your forearm resting on the back end. So the taller you are, the further you should be away from your chair. So what we're aiming to get is that the top side opens. Take your top hand, place it behind your head. And first of all, just feel the stretch from elbow, armpit, ribs, hips, all the way towards your toes. Then we take that leg up for 4 counts. We go 4, 3, 2, as high as you can, and we lower it 4. Now this is really important for endurance on the glute medius muscle. That's why it's slow. 2, 3, 4, and down. 2, 3, 4. 2 more sets. 2, 3, 4, down. 2, 3. Last set. Up. 2, 3. To your highest point, down. 2, 3. Now we do it double. 1, 2. Down, 2. If you can get halfway, that's fine. You go as high as your bum can lift you. Don't give up. Don't give up now. 2 more. Up, up, down. 1 more. Up, up, down. Now we do a lift and 3 pulses. Up and pulse. 1, 2, 3, and lower. Lift. 2, 3. See if you can point your toes. 2 more sets. 2, 3. 1 more set. Up. 2, 3. And come up tall. Nicely done, everyone. Put your chair to the other side. So you have your weight-bearing leg is your left leg now. The right leg will be the moving leg. We do a forward kick. Lift, lower. Now this kicking is also an active hamstring stretching. So you might feel what actually restricts you might be stiffness in the hamstring or stiffness in the lower back. As long as you maintain extension of the spine, neutral of the pelvis, your movement can be adjusted accordingly. 3 more. It's just a normal forward kick. Last one. Now we go for a diagonal. Kick and lower. Kick and lower. By now you should have pulled up a sweat a bit. 3, 4, 5. The leg that you stand on, that bum muscle is really working hard. So give it some praise every now and then. 8. Are you ready for the backwards kicks? 10. Now we go back. As you go back, we bend forward. 1. Stand up tall. When you come up, make sure you stand up tall, fully. We also don't want to do a nose dive. So the nose is not touching the floor. We think of that leg lifting to the ceiling. 5 more. Good. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Hold it. So you are parallel to the floor. Your arms reaching out. We pulse the straight leg up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and step up. Good. Now move away so that you can go down on your forearm. The leg that you're standing on, the knee can be soft. It's okay if the knee is soft. But the moving leg is straight. Top hand behind the head. 4 counts. 1, lift it. 2, 3, 4, and down. 4, 3, 2. Glute medius is really one of the most important muscles of the body because it stabilizes the pelvis. If we have a stable pelvis, we have a stable spine. So it's so important to practice these side lifts. You just go as far as you can. Double it. 1, 2, down, 2. 1, 2, down, 2 more. 1, 2, down, 2, last one, up, 2, down. Now in 3 pulses, lift and pulse, 1, 2, 3, and lower. Lift, 2, 3. Also important to teach the muscle to work in different tempos. 1 last one, lift, 2, 3, and take it down. Shake your knees out. Brilliant. Now face your chair. So we will have our weight bearing leg being the right leg now. So we can all have the same leg. The left leg is stretched behind us. Now, we want to keep our body upright, so this is really just for balance. To remind you, press the breastbone forward, elongate, crown to ceiling, and then you just lift that right leg up, the left leg, sorry, behind you up. Now the range will be much smaller than when we bend forward. So the glute muscle is already contracted. Lift. Here we work from 8, counting down to 1. Hold it. Bend your knee. This is called an arabesque leg. You literally just bend it and you pulse it upwards. 8, 7, 6, 5, spine is straight. 3, 2, 1. Straighten the leg. We lift it 6 times. 1, down. 2, down. 3, 4, 5, hold, bend the knee, 6, 5, 4, 3, the legs that you stand on will be screaming, 2, don't stop now, 1, straighten the leg, 4 lifts, 4, down, 3, down, 2, almost there, hold it, bend the knee, 4, 3, 2, last set is a double, 1, lower, 2, lower, bend it, lift, lower, lift, lower, and step together. Change legs. So we have our right leg behind. Left is now bearing weight, squeeze the left bum. 8 straight leg lifts. 8, down. 7, 6. This is not your average traditional Pilates class. So well done for continuing. 3, 2. Hold it, bend the knee. 8 pulses in the arabesque. 8, 7, 6. Arabesque look like this. 5. So it's backwards with the knees bent. 3, 2, 1. Straighten the leg. 6 left. 1, down. 2, down. 3, 4, 5. Hold it. Bend. 6, 5, 4, 3. Almost done. 2, 1. Straighten it. 4 lifts. 4. Lower. 3, 2. Hold it. Bend it. 4 pulses. 4, 3, 2, 1. Last set. Double. Lower. Lift. Lower. Hold. Bend the knee. Pulse. 1, 2, and snap your legs together. Beautiful. You can put your chair away. We are done with it for now. Then you can have a seat on your mat. You need your towel. I want you to roll the towel into a small, doesn't have to be, it can be any size, but just roll it and pop it between your knees so that your knees are more or less a fist width apart. We'll give everybody a chance to find their lats again. Make sure you're sitting on your sit bones. You can support yourself by holding behind your thighs. Then while we hold, we pull the spine up tall, still supporting, and now squeeze the towel between your legs really as hard as you can, and release it. And squeeze, and release. And you should squeeze hard enough until you feel your inner thighs contracting, your adductors. 4, release, give it time. The adductors are also quite lazy, so you want to give them a fair chance to at least contract. 2. So what you'll also be aware of will be your mid-back muscles, the area between your shoulder blades. Just because you're sitting so perfectly upright, that's what we want. So now we're going to keep the towel squeezed, hold it. We take the arms up, keep the towel squeezed, and lower. Squeeze and lift, and lower. Keep the squeeze. Lift, and lower. 3 more. Keep the squeeze. Don't let go of those inner thighs. They will really shake. Last one. Hold the legs. Round your back. And give your inner thighs a break. And just pull up. Nice lazy half roll and round. And think of this exercise today as a modified cat and cow stretch. So as you come up, you think of arching. That's the cow part. When you round, that's the cat part. We go inhale, arch. Exhale, tilt. Inhale, arch. Exhale, tilt. 1 more. Inhale, arch. Exhale, tilt and stay. Give the towel a squeeze again, really, really, really hard. Slide yourself down till you're flat, and you can take your legs to tabletop. Now we have the towel still between our legs, arms open to a T. Think only inner thighs. We roll our legs to our left bum, breathing in. Squeeze the towel hard and bring the legs back. With that squeezing, you will feel how you switch on your side obliques and back. Roll over to your left and back. Breathing would be, breathe in as you roll, breathe out as you come back, squeeze, breathe in as you roll, squeeze and come back. We have 3 more, squeeze and back, 2 more, squeeze back. Last one, go all the way until your legs are on the mat next to you. Even if you're off the mat, that's fine. The feet are together. Now you take your left hand up towards the ceiling, let the head roll with. Roll all the way over that right shoulder. Reach your left hand as long as you can over the right hand. We go back. Inhale, take the left arm up, the head is just turning with. Exhale, take it wide. Now the knees didn't move, the hips didn't move, it's only the trunk. 1 more, inhale up. Exhale over. Inhale up. Exhale wide. Stay there. Bring your head and your legs back to the middle. Roll all the way onto your left side. Turn your head to the right. So you can get the right hand. Legs are flat on the mat. Take your right arm up, breathe in. Roll over your shoulder, breathe out. Breathe in, take it up again. Breathe out, open wide, 1 more, full one, reach. Try and stabilize your pelvis in the position, in the side lying position. Last one up. And over, stay there. Contract your abdominals, bring the legs back to the middle. Hold it. Take the towel out. Hook it around or behind your knees. Pull yourself up to a seated position. And then we're just going to rock. So let the legs just hang. And you can pull on the towel, shoulders relaxed. Then you roll back to shoulder blades and up to your sit bones. And you can use momentum. This is supposed to be fun. And you can just take your legs a little over your face. Now practice, because we want to, maybe before the end of lockdown, get to the roll over where the legs fully straighten and then let go back. So if you can do the roll over, do so. That's where you roll back, legs are straight, toes are touching, and we return. If you're not familiar with the roll over, then you just do really small rolling like a ball action. You can use your hands to pull yourself up. We'll do 4 more, so either straight or then bend. 3 more. Quite a fun one on the back. 2 more. And then the last one. Back. And up and hold. Stay here. Place your feet on the floor. Take the towel out. Hold it in your hands. So we're pulling the hands apart. We roll back halfway. Little bit of core work. In our tilt, so in a very posterior tilted pelvis. Then we take, think of rowing. You take the hands to your right side. Imagine that's a paddle and you push it through the water. And come up and cuddle to the left side. And row to the right side. And left side. So you can also think, if you think more mathematically, that's a figure of 8. The sign of eternity. Never ending. If your back doesn't like this, then sit up tall and just do the rowing with a straight spine. If you need more of a challenge, go lower with your spine. We have 4 more. 3 more, figure of 8. 2 more beautiful figure of 8. Last one. Hold it, both arms forward, breathe in. Come up to a seated position, breathe out. Now we have 1 more variation. Roll back halfway again. We take the arms up, breathe in, and lower, breathe out. Up, breathe in, only 2. Lift, only 1 more. Lift, hold it. Turn to your right side. Do the same thing. 4, lower. 3, again if you feel tired, sit up tall. 2, 1, and luckily we have a left side, turn to your left side. 4, almost done. 3. The chest is turned, remember? Last one. Hold it to the middle, place the towel around your shin bones, and roll down all the way till you're flat, and you can give your knees a hug. Beautiful. Then from there, take the towel around your right foot, straighten the leg, the left is pressed down to the mat. So for some, this is really, really tough to have a straight knee. You go to where you can. As long as you have your left leg anchored. Then we bend the knee to the chest, and we stretch it up. Bend, stretch, bend, stretch. 2 more. Bend, stretch. Last one. Hold it there. Pull the leg across your midline, over to your left side, just a little pulling over and back to center. You'll feel quite an intense neural tensioning at the back of the leg, so the whole body can roll with. Bringing the leg over and back. Only 2 more. Over and last one. Over. Bend the knee, slide it down on the mat to change to the other side. So now we hook the left foot in. The right leg is straight on the mat. First see, can you straighten both legs? Then we bend, press, bend, press. 3 more, press. 2 more, press. Last one, hold. Pull it across your midline, over, back. 4 more, back. 3 more, back. Beautiful. 2 more. And we have one last one. Now bend the knee, just put the towel down. Take hold of that calf and lift your chest. Last 2 or 3 movements of the day. Your right leg, so I'm holding my left, your right leg goes up halfway. You'll feel that's quite safe on the spine. You can easily imprint your spine and keep it
Then I want you to hold this leg light. So it's actually your own muscles that that's keeping the leg up. You hold it light, and you put it twice towards your chest. So we go pulse, pulse, and then you switch legs. Pulse, pulse, and switch. Pulse, pulse, and switch. Now the shoulder blades are lifted. Pulse. The gaze is just at the knees. So you look at your knees. That will bring your neck into the alignment. Pulse, pulse. And those of you that's familiar with the exercise, you aim to grab your ankle. So you lift higher. Pulse, 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 pulse. 2 more. Pulse, pulse. 1 more. Pulse. Hug your knees. Lower your chest. Turn your head from side to side. And the last exercise of the morning is just a really comfortable, easy. So we take the feet onto the mat, open them to the width of the mat. So they're really open, very wide open. And the arms are to a V. So they're also wide. And then we start with normally we start a class like this, where you start with pelvic tilts. So as you inhale, you arch the back, create space. You should always be able to fit your forearm between the spine and the mat. And as you exhale, you pull your bum in or your tail in, and you very gently press the spine into the mat. Now, use your breathing for the movement. So as you inhale, you arch, it's very rhythmic. And as you exhale, you tilt. There's nothing rigid in the movement. It's also not an excessive muscle contraction. It's more of a rhythm. So you must be able to breathe freely. On the next inhale and the arch, we take the legs to the left. So we go inhale, arch, exactly the same thing. You hollow the back, but you've turned your legs to the left. As you exhale, come back to the middle, very gently press your lower back into the floor. Then inhale, arch to the right side. And exhale back to center. Inhale, arch to the left side. Exhale back to center. Inhale, arch right. And center, last one. To the left, stay there. Pulse your right knee down. So it's a bounce. Ideally, you want to touch the floor with that right knee. So see if you can get low with that knee. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it. Come back to the middle. Roll over to your right side. Arch the back. 8 pulses. 1, 2, 3. That's in counts of 2. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. That's not 8. Come back to the middle. You've done more on that side. Give your knees a hug. Is there anyone that can hold the toes and now straighten the legs? Your bum can lift, just see. This is really ideal. If you can't, then you go as far as you can. Always remember, it's so important that you never lose your joy because you struggle with the Pilates movement. Over time, you will get it. So that is the end of the class. Thank you so much for joining for a little bit of fun ballet work. I hope you enjoyed it. Please give us feedback also. If you have any suggestions or any needs or specific requests, let us know. Message me or email us. We would love to add whatever you need and want to do in our classes. And we'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day.